Singapore Sales, they really need to think now what they want to ban out.
Right, so they're going to get rid of those same champions that they did in the last game. It worked for them. And, you know, it disabled Tofu. Tofu didn't have his Rumble.
He sure didn't.
Tofu Renekton, and it just didn't have as much of an impact in the game.
Honestly, Supercells didn't give Tofu Zac. They didn't let him play Zac top. He is comfortable on that. They should give it to him.
So they're going to take out Lissandra this time around. You know what's going to happen? SGS is forced to ban Zac because otherwise Snowy's going to get it. Are they going to ban that Zac or are they going to leave it open? If they leave it open, it's a huge mistake.
We might actually see that banned out. I think they might actually pick up Lee Sin as well. Hallelujah will be twitching his hands again on Lee Sin in this game. He loves the champion. Well done, good prediction. Zac does get banned out by Singapore
Take out that Zac. I mean, Mineski has been owning with that Zac all day, and they just cannot afford to let Mineski get that Zac again.
And they are not afraid to first pick that one up as well. Once again, Mineski, they went from not playing aggressive junglers in the first game straight up to Lee Sin and then Karma and Lee Sin all the way right after that. And Kaigu, he's found his calling. He just needs to play Lee Sin. He also came out so much with that pick.
As a jungler is so good. I mean, I always thought Kaigu was one of the stronger players in the Philippines, but as a jungler, he's really come into his own. He out-jungled Hallelujah. That is not an easy feat.
It sure is. Hallelujah. Might see him pick up Jarvan. I'll be happy to see Tofu go at least top though. That's something Tofu is comfortable with. He can play the champion very well. I think we should see him go at least top. Zumbo is man, as you said, he has been playing very well. But Kaigu, as you were talking about, he's found his calling.
I really just hope that SGS goes for the picks which they are comfortable with. They don't play anything funny like Udyr and Renekton. Like, where did those champions come from? Where did Udyr come from?
We've seen Tofu play.
Where is that from?
We've seen Tofu play Renekton, but never Udyr. We've never seen Udyr in the jungle before.
Tofu hasn't played Renekton since 2010. Let me rephrase that.
Dara said Rumble from 2010. This is since 2010. My goodness.
Oh, no.
Ezreal. Wow.
Okay. Hopefully they go for a little bit more solid picks this time around. I really felt Udyr was a bad choice against Ezreal and Ryze and everybody.
HY might pick up Ryze here. They might want to take that away from Yumi, but he might just play Lissandra right off the bat.
They've taken out Lissandra.
Oh, they have taken out Lissandra. That's right. So they might actually pick up the Ryze. I think Yumi here might go for Diana instead.
He's really good with the Diana.
And he only put it on that first game, and that was it. After that first game, he never used Diana again in this tournament. He hasn't pulled it out. Nobody's banned it against him. Could be something he'll use.
Twice.
He has played it twice.
Yeah, I think Mineski played. No, if I'm not wrong, they did play it twice. Now Chowie's gonna go for the Caitlyn. He did a lot better with that. Orianna for HY. He played that before. He's played that before. It's a comfort pick for him.
Tofu didn't get his Rumble. They're giving him last pick. They're letting him counter out the lane so he feels more comfortable.
Ooh, the Karthus. Karthus was what defeated SGS when they went up against the Bangkok Titans just a few weeks ago in the GPL. Are they going to face the same problem that they did? Their over-aggressive play tends to put them in tough positions when they go up against global champions.
Set your watches, guys, because Singapore Sales have a short amount of time to win if that happens. If they lock in this, guys, they do. They have a limited time to win this game before that late game insurance kicks in.
Right. That's the timer. That's the timer that the Singapore Sentinels are going to have to deal with. On the plus side, they do have Orianna who can reposition Karthus and make sure he dies in a less than ideal position.
Honestly, what I think the Singapore Sentinels really need to do against this Karthus pick, they have a good AoE team comp with Chowie on a comfort champion being Caitlyn, who does very well against Ezreal in the bottom lane. What they really need to do, they need to utilize their AoE ability, get a lot of team fights down before Karthus gets his Zhonya's Hourglass, destroy him in team fights, and then back up afterwards, and then destroy the rest of Mineski before the Zhonya's Hourglass picked up, so they get a comfortable lead before the insurance kicks in.
So who do you think they're going to pick as their top lane here?
I honestly think Elise.
Elise?
I really think they'll go for the Elise pick.
I don't know. Oh my. Are they going to go for that Jace?
Akali. Oh my goodness.
They want to go. They're going for the all-in. Finish things up quickly.
They are really putting Tofu on a comfortable champion right now. But think about it.
I'm just stunned. I'm stunned.
Kaigu can go Nasus jungle, put Lee Sin top, two hard counters Akali. Have SGS just bluffed into a trap there. My goodness.
They're gonna do that. They've got Lee Sin.
Well, they most likely.
No, they're gonna switch it around.
SGS definitely no. We will see Kaigu change this at the last second.
Oh my
I
goodness.
don't think they will pass the opportunity of having the hard counter top lane, Lee Sin, not go up against Akali.
Right, they're gonna switch it up.
They do.
Lee Sin is gonna go up against Akali.
But
what has SGS done?
But if you think about it, Silver Settles picked Akali into this. They know what they're up against. They are planning something. That is for sure.
Whoa. I don't know.
They're too strong.
I don't know. They've made some bad picks before, so I can't really trust them not to make bad picks again.
At least not here.
But you know what? Regardless of this, Mineski and Singapore Sentinels deserve to be here. They
sure
fought
do.
their ways throughout the entire qualifiers. It's been a tough journey for Mineski, especially in the losers bracket. It's always tough.
Even in my opinion, whoever wins this game is unfair to the other team not to be going to Worlds, but because we've seen these two teams battle back and forth, every single game has been close between the two teams. Both of them deserve to be the world champions that they are, just on based on how they played today. Every single team that's played today and yesterday played fantastically. Every single game was close. There was so much action. We're going into the game. And just listen to that crowd. Look at the swing in the crowd. Everybody was cheering for Sam themselves earlier. Mineski have found some new followers in one day.
They played it so well. They knocked out the crowd favorite, the Saigon Jokers. And now they might knock out the crowd favorites again.
Tofu should not reveal himself. He's bought a Dawn Shield and 2 health potions. And Caitlyn spotted at the top lane. Lee Sin is terrible in a 2-on-1 lane. He needs to stay hidden. He needs to not expose that he's going in a 2-on-1. And make sure that Chawi and Darkness can shut down this Lee Sin top.
Tofu not going to get seen there. But he is going to get spotted out by this ward.
There are butterflies in my stomach right now, Judy. Other than yours?
There's freaking elephants in my stomach. There's a zoo in my tummy right now.
Oh, zoo.
An entire plethora of animals. I'm just so nervous for both teams right now. This could be make or break. Dreams could be made or nightmares could be formed at the end of this match.
Singapore Sentinels don't want a repeat of last year.
Nobody wants a repeat of
Nobody
that.
wants. They're out for blood. Mineski are out to prove themselves that they can do it.
Right. But I have to give it to Mineski. These guys have come out from the losers bracket. They have been the underdog story of Southeast Asia Season 3 qualifiers.
Whatever happens at the end of this game, though, it has been an amazing weekend here in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. Absolutely fantastic. Whoa! Tofu's going top. What is going on?
Right, they've gone for that traditional laning. So they pretended to go for the swap, and then they went back. Tofu against Lee Sin. How is that going to pan out?
Tofu needs to be so careful. I predict Hallelujah camping at top lane against the aggressive Snowy, who has no wards at top. They need to do something. They need to keep Tofu alive for this top lane. He's playing a comfort champ, but he needs to get to a comfortable stage.
Well, Chawi getting a bit of poke there from TG. I tell you, TG and EXO have been a pair that matches Darkness and Chawi.
They sure have. TG and EXO playing matchups they should lose and winning them with style as well.
I'm really afraid for Tofu here. This Lee Sin matchup is so tough for Akali to deal with. Yume did get bullied out there by HY though, so that's a good thing.
Good thing. HY needs to keep bullying that. Snowy here needs to start bullying Tofu here. We might see Hallelujah come up to the top lane. He's poised to gank mid lane though. Got over there with the flag. Flag tossing. Waiting for that to come up, put out, and then he might go in hard onto Yume.
Right, Chawi has to watch out. Tiger is camping in that brush.
He's going bottom. He just escaped the ward.
He's gonna get spotted out. Now they're gonna go in here. Darkness is out of there before anyone can say anything.
He might meet Kaigu in the jungle though if he goes through that. He does manage to go through it. He doesn't get spotted though. Hallelujah needs to do something right now. He needs to go down bottom or into the middle. He escaped this ward. He has to do something with that stealth that he's gained.
Yume may get caught out here, but he's got flash and exhaust, so there's no way he's going to go down. Nice aggression here from EXO and TG, taking advantage of the fact that they did have that Lee Sin coming over for a little bit of a visit.
EXO needs to be very careful because Ezreal doesn't do too well against a Caitlyn lane, especially a Caitlyn Zyra. Snoring here. He's being pushed into tower by Tofu. He's doing a good job of keeping him under pressure despite being in a lane that he should lose.
Right, so I'm kind of surprised to see Tofu doing quite well here in that top lane. He is wary of the gank coming in.
Comfort champ, OP for Tofu. Playing Akali since 2009 apparently.
I swear, Tofu pulls out the most random champs out of nowhere. He's played Akali a lot though.
He has, and it's been said before that Tofu flows with the patch very well. The patch goes towards his favorite on the champions he's comfortable with. He rides that wave and does incredibly well. Kali used to be one of those champions that was hyped up for so long and he played for passing on it.
Oh, nice poke onto Chowie there. EXO is really going toe-to-toe with one of Asia's best AD carries. I mean, we've been talking this entire qualifiers about how good Chowie is. I think we've forgotten to show you guys just how much of a good player EXO is as well. Look at how he's threatening Chowie.
He's playing very well. Chowie Zuragata is one of the most mechanically skilled players in the world.
He's gonna bait out EXO though if EXO is not careful. They had that ward that spotted out. Hallelujah. Hallelujah is not gonna be able to get the gank.
If Nasus comes in though, the counter gank will be crazy.
Oh, they're gonna go in here. TG is getting pretty low. Tiger will drop by, but they're gonna back off right now. Will EXO choose to chase in? This is so crazy. So much is going on in that bottom lane. Tofu getting caught out here by Snoy.
Snoy missing now. It's like, so wonder why Snoy has been more aggressive. He does have a huge minion lead against Tofu right now though. He can use that, pick up a few items, and then go really aggressive on the Tofu. He might be able to win out this lane. You can see Tofu has so much armor already. 2 cloud armors and a Doran shield.
Right, so what exactly happened in that lane that allowed Snoy to come back so strong? He was getting pressured a little there by Tofu, but now he's back in that lane strong. The only lane which SGS is winning now is this mid lane where HY is actually doing very well against Karthus.
Very surprising that Chowie is not doing very well against EXO here. Caitlyn should be an AD carry that does well against Ezreal, and it's been said many times that you should never pick it. Well, it's very hard to pick an Ezreal into a Caitlyn.
Oh, HY in trouble. He's forced to flash. He's gonna pop a very nice shockwave, but will he go down still? If he takes one more hit, he may go down. Where is that Requiem? I don't think it will be enough damage. No, not enough damage, even if it's level 6. Chowie is getting bullied by EXO. My goodness, where did this AD carry come from? An AD carry that can bully Chowie. The combination of
TG as well, man, putting down the damage and the pain on the Chowie at the same time.
Right. Chowie and Darkness have seriously met their match. You don't need to send ganks to the lane of Chowie if your own AD carry and support can deal with him.
My goodness, Chowie here, healing up quite well from the creeps now. Doran's blade only on EXO. Chowie should be able to beat up just because of the item advantage he has. He might be able to push him into the tower and then catch up in terms of minion kills.
This late game belongs to Mineski. SBS needs to be picking up a lead earlier than they have right now. I do not believe that they can win once this game reaches the 40-minute mark or so. There'll be absolutely no chance.
This is going to rely so much on Hallelujah. He needs to do something in the jungle. He needs to help out one of the lanes, get them snowballing, take objectives right afterwards.
This Akali pickup is starting to become a burden here as Snoy just pulls the lane against Tofu. Are they going to be able to send Hallelujah up there to get a gank off? The thing about Lee Sin though is he's so difficult to gank. He's one of those champions that is so hard to get a lockdown on.
Lee Sin as well, the reason why he's falling out of favor in the lane, if he doesn't snowball, he's not going to do incredibly well at top lane. He has his insurance of Karthus, Nasus, and Ezreal though, but he has to try and do something.
I suppose if you compare Akali and Lee Sin, Akali's going to be a lot stronger late game than Lee Sin, but with Karthus around, I'm really worried.
And Akali is one of the few champions that can chase down an Ezreal.
Able to chase down, and yeah, that's right. You know, maybe they picked up that Akali to lock down Ezreal. That could be the mentality that they had when they picked up that champion, because they knew that Lee Sin was going to get picked up, but they still went for Kali. Could be the lockdown.
The only reason why I can see them picking up, the only way I can see Tofu being able to assassinate EXO is if the Arcade shifts and flashes away from his team, out of the range of Carpenters, the Foul, Kaiju, and Snoy. And at the same time, Tofu can pick him up. If Tofu goes ham onto EXO in the middle of his team, there's nothing that he'll be able to do.
Right, EXO here defending the turret alone. It's going to take a couple of pokes. I think he'd be fairly safe there. Hallelujah has made his way down to the bottom lane here. There is that Cupcake.
Cupcake is waiting for one of the mins to face check. EXO gets...
Oh, they've caught on to EXO. EXO's in trouble here. Where is Hallelujah? Hallelujah is just waiting at the sidelines. He doesn't want to expose himself. He wants to see if Kaigu's going to come out for that counter game, because Kaigu
so patient.
Oh my goodness.
SGS are being so patient right now. He's stuck up now, but Kaigu is coming. Red Room is available.
Right.
Hey, Kaiser needs to be on the ball here. Where is Ori on the ball and cancel that one out?
He goes in. He's going to go for TG instead. Oh no! EXO gets away, but he can pick up the kill. Kaigu now is going to try to go in. Meanwhile, at the top lane, Tofu taking a lot of damage from Snoy. But they're going to get the dragon.
That is what SGS needs to do. Tofu is at a disadvantage sub, but they got bottom rolling. Picked out 2 kills, now a dragon. Charlie's back into the game. 2 kills on Hallelujah as well. He's going to be able to help out his team even more now.
The patience paid off. The patience did pay off in the end. Hallelujah waited a long time in that brush, but he got what he came for.
Hey, try here. He's still doing well in the mid lane. Not able to shut down Karthus too well, but still doing well nonetheless.
Well, he's actually been able to out-farm Karthus, so that at least is a good thing for himself. Meanwhile, this top lane has been brutal on Tofu.
Snoy has been destroying Tofu at the top lane. 86 to almost 60 minion score. 25 ahead. That is a huge advantage for Snoy at the top lane. Tofu needs to do something. He needs to stay up the top lane longer than expected. With Dragon now, he is not pressured to come in and help his team for quite some time. He needs to catch up in terms of minion score. The later this goes, the more damage Akali have, and might be able to damage Snoy and push Snoy out of the lane later on.
Right, SGS made a nice play there, but they need to do a lot here. They have a lot of groundwork to catch up on. If they want to catch up to a Karthus who's just going to keep scaling in that game, they need to be the closers. This is exactly what was the problem when SHA went up against Mineski. Mineski had the superior late game composition, and they managed to hold out until the 60-minute mark, where they had a solid advantage and they finished off SHA. Are we going to see the Singapore Sentinels succumb to that same fate?
I do think the Singapore Sentinels can still take it slow. Extend this laning phase a little bit, and then force it to end when Dragon's up once again. Force another fight, grab that Dragon, get a bit more head, and then end the laning phase. That way, they'll end it with a nice amount of gold and a small lead that they can then start working on in these team fights.
Right, I'm sure that right now SGS is trying to look for every advantage that they can. Snoy here really bullying Tofu. He's going right under the turret. That just is insane how much he's bullying him.
I'm surprised though, Tofu has not gone down the Snoy yet, which is really good for him, and something he needs to keep doing. Slowly but surely catch up in terms of minions as much as he can.
This time around though, Kaigu is going to be hanging around, and he's going to be looking for that gank. Oh, they almost get the catch on TG. That was so close. Hallelujah actually revealed himself because he thought that those grasping roots would land. In comes the gang onto Tofu. They didn't manage to get behind him. They're going to go for the Wither. Tofu's in trouble. He jumps onto the creep. He gets invisible, but he's going to get picked up here by the Requiem. He tries to Michael! And Kaigu here takes a lot of damage from the turret because of that, but he still will survive.
May be able to take charge here, which would be an advantage for SGS for when Dragon comes back up.
Look at this, HY is making a play.
Oh my goodness.
He may be able to come down to his bottom lane and go for the dive. Requiem is down. Top turret gets picked up here. Oh no, Darkness gets picked up by the Crescendo. In comes the Cataclysm, but HY is not in position to take advantage of it.
My goodness, Cyrus up now, the face check that one got destroyed by the combo of EXO and TG. They're really proving themselves as fantastic bottom laners.
What was he doing? Why did he go ahead there?
Unbelievable, they're coming out. Hallelujah picks up that red buff away from Tiger's jungle there. Oh my goodness, it's neck and neck again, Judy.
Chowie actually wanted that red buff. He sent off his Tilt of a Peacemaker, but then we saw Hallelujah just steal that from under him. I think it's a bad sign. I think Mineski's got the advantage late game.
I think they sure do. Celsius need to continue making plays. 16 minutes on the Dragon. Tofu now looks like he can fight Snowy a little bit. He is fighting him and dealing some good damage as well. Wow.
Right, oh my goodness. That Lee Sin counter pick is actually turning around now. That Tofu's got a couple of items.
My goodness, he has a Hex type revolver. He'll be able to sustain some and deal a lot of damage. Oh, picked up by TG.
Snowy does have that 2,000 gold that he hasn't spent though. So when he comes back with that item, he's going to be able to shut down Tofu again, I feel.
I think Tofu needs to join his team at 16 minutes. He needs to be down at Baron at 16. Force a play, regardless if Snowy takes off or not. Try and get the team to snowball instead of himself.
Right, the thing is that Mineski doesn't care about dragging this game. They got Karthus. They don't mind if the game gets longer. It's just going to go further and further in their favor. The onus is on the Singapore Sentinels here to make the moves. And if Tofu's not able to group up, the rest of the team isn't really going to be able to make any plays.
Once again, Hallelujah falls behind in terms of minion score. He can't keep doing this as a jungler. He needs to be even with Kaiku or doing something else for the team, which he has not been able to do so.
They're trying to get that gank on Snowy. Snowy is going to be very, very, very cautious here.
Snowy being very careful at that top lane. Mineski still dewarding everyone that Singapore Cells do put down at this bottom lane.
Wow, Mineski is playing this so well. They're just keeping the Singapore Sentinels at bay. They don't need to make plays. They just can wait on the Karthus and Nasus to get big. And look at Nasus' farm. That 77 minion score compared to the 45 on Hallelujah. He's going to be scaling so much better. He's going to be able to deal a lot of damage. Sendo comes in. Darkness comes in as well. The Strangle Thorns will pick up the kill. And that's going to be a great pickup for Chowie and Darkness.
Fantastic.
They needed that. They needed that. But Chowie is going to get pretty low here.
Great prediction coming up from Chowie. You might see Darkness coming in. Not Darkness, sorry, Hallelujah coming here to help out as well.
Oh my goodness.
Dragon's up. 7 seconds.
This game is so intense.
Dragon will be up very soon. Chowie has head back to base though. Nessie might be able to take this one without them knowing.
Nasus is a perfect person to take the Dragon. I mean, so little that SGS is going to be able to do here. They should engage in my opinion. Tofu needs to join these team fights. He cannot wait till late game to join the team.
Darkness' ult is down as well. Fantastic time for Nessie to take this Dragon.
Right, they're going to go for it. Where's Hallelujah going? Is he going to go back? He's going to let them pick this up?
They're giving it up.
They give the Dragon away.
My goodness, Vanessa taking that one away from the Simple Cells, even though the Simple Cells took the first one there. Evening out the gold once again.
What does SGS want to do here? What is their plan? Are they aiming for that late game finish? Do they think that they can actually defeat? Well, to be honest, they do have Caitlyn. 6-item Caitlyn is a beast. They've got Akali as well, who's going to be able to burst down near anybody when she hits the late game.
Think about it, when Mineski beat SGS in the first game and the second game, they had champions who could dive onto Chowie and destroy him at the back. This game, only person that can dive really well is Snowy. Haigu has the flash, Yume has the flash onto her, so does Ezreal. If Singapore Cells can hold their own in the team fights and protect Chowie, they might be able to do something late game.
I don't know if they're going to be able to sustain the damage that's going to come from Yume in late game though. Yume has proven himself to be a very, very keen AP player.
Sure, that's what we have not seen Karthus just yet. Orianna looks to be dealing a ton of damage right now. We have to wait for this first team fight to really see where this game is going to sway.
Right, we haven't seen a team fight at all. Both teams are unproven at this point.
And look at that, Tofu slowly catching up to Snowy. He's doing a good job farming minions, slowly but surely catching up to him.
He's still 800 gold behind though. That's very, very far behind. It's 18 minutes into the game now. The score is almost perfectly even. A lot of that goal advantage is going to be sitting on HY in the mid, and for the side of Mineski, it's going to be on Snowy as well as Yume. Two very, actually Yume is the one that I'm more worried about.
And we're going to see what happens next. Another team has made a play just yet. That has been really game-changing. Team fight should be breaking out very soon, though.
Right, EXO gonna step onto
Nice
that
bottom.
trap.
Or mid.
They're just gonna keep the pressure on Tofu. Tofu's keen to farm. He doesn't want to go for that early to mid game, so they're not gonna go for it. SGS just strategy, clearly from the way that they're playing, is not to go for that early to mid game. They may get caught out here, but Hallelujah is in the back lines waiting for it. Oh, the whole team is here. Charlie's gonna get caught out by the two shot barrage. Spy comes in, he dodges that Sonic Wave. He's gonna get kicked in by the Dragon's Rage though. And Mineski is taking control. They've caught Hallelujah. Cataclysm Flash. He's still not able to get away.
Hallelujah, they fumbled his Lance Fly combo as well. Lance came up first, followed by the Fly. And my goodness, Silver Saddles had really bad ward coverage from that gank down in the bottom lane. Mineski picked up a huge advantage, and that is the team fight we wanted to see. Mineski might be able to snowball their lead from this.
Right, they're gonna get that. They're gonna pick up that turret over in the bottom. SGS is gonna try to pick up this mid lane turret. HY, yeah, I think he should be able to do that. Tofu picks up that top lane turret, so that kind of makes up for it. There's still that 1,000 gold gap, but at the very least, it's just a 1,000 gold gap.
1,000 gold, 20 minutes is not very big. 2 to 3 towers, 5 kill advantage, even on Dragons. There must be a minion score lead somewhere in the Silver Zone that's helping out quite a bit. But still, Snowy caught a few early game kills. Similar with a few early kills, not looking very good.
It looks like SGS is really willing to draw out this game. What happened though was they slowed down the pace of the game. SGS thought that they were in control, but Mineski just turned everything around. It was an absolute whirlwind in the bottom, with SGS having no idea of the fate that was coming for them. They thought Hallelujah was hidden and they would get the 3 versus 2 under the turret, or the 3 versus 3, but Mineski just smacked them down with a 5-on-3 at the bottom.
Oh, they are trying to go for an engage, did not manage to knock anyone up though. Mineski looks to take this middle tower next if they can.
Mineski is looking so strong this game. I really feel like SGS is making a big mistake trying to go for this late game. That Karthus is getting fat.
They really need to try and make a play. Hextech Revolver, Hextech Gunblade has been picked up by Tofu. Now's the time they should try to make a fight with all their ultimates up especially.
Right. Look at Hallelujah getting bullied by Kaiju. Tofu's moving up towards that top lane. He did get spotted out by the ward. He's just gonna keep farming. What are they waiting for here? Caitlyn really doesn't do well in that mid-game fight as compared to Ezreal, who's right now sitting on Static Ship and Bloodthirster.
Ezreal's mid-game is decent.
Right.
You need to play that to their advantage to take down the Singapore Sentinels here. And looking like they can, but the gold is still very even between two teams. And every single game has been incredibly even. But Mineski just look stronger right now because of their team comp. And once again, Hallelujah only has Rocket of the Iron Solari and a Magic Razor. He's not very tanky compared to Nasus.
Right, and this is going to be it. They're going to go in here. They're going to try to take out this turret. Are we going to see the wombo combo? Are we going to see it come out? Tofu's looking for that entry point. He won't find it. The turret is just going to go down. If SGS is just going to let this go down, then they should just let it go down. No, they got Tofu in there. It picks up Snowy and Yume. Yume will go down. Hallelujah now taking a lot of damage under that defile. In comes the Requiem. Chawi is still alive. Tiger is sweeping in. He's got that ulti on himself. He will get taken out here. Chawi going up against EXO. He gets taken out. EXO! Oh my god! EXO went ham there. Holy moly, he just shut down the Zero Sentinels. Dived into the tower, flash out of tower range in between two towers. EXO double HY and Chawi there. What a play! EXO is the man here. I can't believe he actually took out Chawi under the turret with the Orianna shield. Followed that out by taking out Orianna.
Oh my goodness, Mineski, the underdogs coming to this tournament. Saberstars had a huge misplay there. Hallelujah reinitiated with Cataclysm onto the defile of Karthus. Saberstars took so much free damage and they let Tofu initiate. Why would you let an assassinate Assassin initiate a fight.
What was that? Why was the shield on Tofu? Why wasn't it Jarvan initiating the fight?
It
Why
should
did
have.
they pull in a Karthus? The amount of wines in that last
It was
fight.
really pulling the Karthus, they bursted him down fine, but they reinitiated on top of the Karthus and killed more Silver Sentinels members. And then EXO going ham, my goodness. The plays from EXO, if you thought Charlie was doing well, EXO just one up him right here.
Right. Really, EXO is making Chaui look bad right now. I know we've been talking about how Chaui has been amazing, and he is, but EXO is outplaying him this game.
My goodness, Mineski doing so well. The team coming in from the Philippines, representing the Philippines in Vietnam here, are doing fantastic. Now they have a gold lead.
They've got that 5,000 goal lead. It's going to keep growing. It's now almost at the 6,000 goal point. Mineski playing flawlessly in these last couple of games. I think that fighting spirit that they've had that pulled them through to it from the losers bracket is really starting to show itself here. They've managed to catch on to Hallelujah. They forced the flash. They've got the Sonic Wave. Hallelujah is going to be in trouble here. He's going to get picked up by the Ignite.
Joey kills EXO though. They pick up the AD carry in the backline. They might be able to reinitiate on this.
They cannot.
Still, my goodness. Hallelujah getting caught out. He's nowhere near tanky. He got destroyed there. Unbelievable play coming in from both teams.
Mineski's going to go for the Baron. They have the ability to. They've got Tiger playing on that
Mongoose and Snoy. Duos need to fight here. It's a duo die fight right now, and it will decide this game. Hallelujah's out there. They need to go. They need to kill them.
They're going to go in. Baron gets picked up. Tofu's going to go for Yume. Tiger there is going to be able to tank a lot of that damage. Now it's Tofu trying to look for that target. Yume is out of mana, so they don't want to finish him off just yet. They're going to let him get away. Tofu now's got that shield onto him, the shockwave there. Oh my goodness, they're just going to keep chasing, but they're going to be in trouble because very soon EXO is going to be coming back.
My goodness, Chaui is trying to take the blue buff here. EXO's coming back though. They will be able to get it, but they might be able to turn this one around now.
No damage whatsoever. They caught on to Tofu. Tofu's in. Oh no, Tofu's in big trouble. He's gonna try to take out somebody along with him.
Is he gonna live?
Go down.
He's gonna live! Wow, Snowy lives with a sliver of health.
This is 2012 all over again. Singapore Sentinels crumbling from the losers bracket. Mineski is coming up. They have, I don't know, man. It's like a volcano erupting right now. Mineski is an unstoppable force.
They found their form. They knew what they had to do to be able to Silver Sentinels, and they did. They took down the Saga Jokers. Now they're out for blood against the Silver Sentinels. And EXO, he's asking everybody, what's all this hype about Chaui? You forgot about me. And he's proving everybody that he's a fantastic AD carry, and he's been playing so well.
Tofu is just not dealing any damage in these fights. See how long he was chasing them?
Oh my goodness, Tofu. Yes, almost getting his on his hourglass. Now Silver Sentinels. They really need to wait for that late game. They have no other option. They have to go in and fight a late game Karthus. There's no other opportunity for them to scale. They have to pull up an Evil Genius and wait for that late game and then try and fight them despite the Karthus and Nasus pick for Mineski.
There is obviously that chance still. There's still hope there somewhere. It's very hard to find, but it's there.
But the dreams of the
right now,
slowly going down, minute by minute, each second, and ticks away. Here we
they
go.
go for the engage. They managed to catch out TJ. Good pickup here. They've taken out TJ. Now Kaiju may go down, but the Requiem comes in. Hallelujah will go down. Snoy is in here. EXO is in here. EXO is low on mana though, so he's not going to be able to do too much in this fight.
Trading the support for your jungler is not good. HY might go down here as well. No, it does not. Trading the support for the jungler. Why? This is not the play Silver Sentinels need to be doing. But Mineski capitalizing on their errors fantastically.
They're going to go for this turret, man, and I don't think that HY and team are going to be able to defend here because they don't have their ultimates up. EXO is a little bit low on mana though, so that's a bit of a drawback for the side of Mineski.
Chaui has that last whistle now. The traps are going to help siege out this tower quite well. EXO still quite low. Oh, they're rushing for this inhibitor.
Snoy is going for the inhibitor. Sophie's going to try to stop him. Just look at Snoy dealing with him easily. He's like a little fly there. Tofu completely no hindrance at all to Snoy. Meanwhile, over at the bottom lane, there's this continuous pressure being placed here. Snoy comes from behind. He's gonna go for the kill on Charlie. Dragons races him away. Olivia tries to keep his carry safe. Charlie there with the wither on him. He's gonna be able to get away. The shutdown there goes to Darkness of all people. Clearly not the person who needs that goal.
Now some classic mechanics coming up from Charlie once again. Flash away the opposite direction of Lee Sin so that he gets kicked back further away. Great play. Playing the one out, but still Sigma Sentinels not doing enough to get back into this game. 15-9, they're 7,000 gold behind Mineski. I don't really see how they can come back. They need to stop doing these really silly initiates.
They're just gonna get slowly throttled here. Mineski is strangling the Singapore Sentinels, and the Singapore Sentinels are doing their best to resist, but I don't know.
SGS hope right now is a good command shockwave and Charlie with great positioning. He has got a lot of items. He can still deal a ton of damage, and when he hits 6 items, it'll be a breaking point for them as well. He might be able to deal enough damage to shut down this weak front line of Mineski because of Lee Sin. That's just where we be able to storm through and have a lot of tankiness, but Lee Sin has a lot of damage, might be able to get taken down quickly by the Silver Sentinels.
Right, that's what they need to hope for. I don't know if they've got enough damage on SGS though. To be very honest, I don't think that they can chip through Mineski before the Defile and the Requiem does enough damage to finish off the whole of SGS. That one champion alone, Yume, is just wrecking havoc on SGS.
They need to find a way to take down Yume and then disengage and then initiate after the Defile and Requiem. Psycho is almost into the Singapore Sentinels. When they had Karthus, they might be able to do it here.
Right, Dragon goes down. Mineski just keeps growing this lead. It's like this plant. They keep watering it. They're putting fertilizer on it. This lead is unstoppable. It's like bamboo. It keeps growing. It's everywhere. Kaigu goes in. He's so unafraid. Just look at Kaigu.
Takes a bit of damage though.
Yeah, he is taking actually quite a bit of damage.
He needs to take a little bit more than a bit of damage though for this game to do anything.
He hasn't even popped his Fury of the Sand, to be honest. Oh, this is close. This is very close. EXO takes a lot of damage there.
EXO can't get caught out here. That will spell doom for Mineski. Even though they're so far ahead, if EXO gets caught out and dies straight away,
but they almost get the catch on Yume. Oh, Yume has to be careful. They gotta go for the poke here. EXO there with the poke is deadly. He needs to play to his strengths. Tofu manages to get in there. Tofu goes for EXO. EXO is gonna try to focus down Tofu. Tofu, is he gonna be able to finish off EXO? Oh, he pops the Zonias. He's trying to go there, but he's gonna get taken out. And now it's left to Charlie. It's up to Charlie, Hallelujah, and Darkness to defend this base. So far it's 1 for 2. Mineski's gonna pick up this inhibitor. Are they gonna swing over to the bot lane? They could easily do that.
That's what the Silver Sentinels wanted there though. They wanted EXO separated from his team, trying to kite with Tofu chasing him down. But right there, Yume was the only person with Snoy fighting 4 members of SGS. And they managed to pick up HYJ in a one-on-one trade, so they took down Tofu, HYJ in exchange for Yume, and also took down an inhibitor.
That's what I said. Yume can one-man SGS.
Oh man, and he has been so far. They need to find a way to stop this Karthus, and it's not EXO that they need to shut down. They need to get him away from the team, but they need to kill Karthus fast.
Right. I think right now there's just too many threats for SGS to deal with. They can't do it effectively. They need a catch, but you know, Mineski's just sticking together, and they're not gonna let SGS catch anybody off guard.
So we're gonna see Hallelujah here trying to farm up. I don't understand how he's fallen behind in terms of minion score, and also wasn't able to gank as much as Kaigo, and not able to put as much pressure as Kaigo on the map. And he built the Magics again, something we don't usually see from junglers anymore. That Magic Razor just doesn't add as much as the jungler items, such as Blessing of the Roller.
Oh, they're gonna go for the catch here, but Snoy is the last person they should really be catching. They're gonna try to go for Yume. Cataclysm pop, take him out quickly, and you might be able to pull something off. Dragon's Rage there from Snoy.
Oh no!
Oh, a really bad use of the shockwave there. Now we're gonna see Mineski engage. Darkness gets a nice use of his Stranglethorn, but Yume is coming in. Yume is gonna start dealing all of that damage. Snoy is sticking to Chowie. Chowie is still at the back dealing some good damage. EXO comes back into the fight. Snoy is gonna go down, and now it's gonna be EXO who can easily get away. TG may be in trouble. Hallelujah wants to finish him off. Chowie versus EXO, one-on-one. The 80 carries. Oh my god, is EXO gonna finish him off? EXO! EXO picks up the kill. EXO's gonna try to go for Chowie. Chowie dodges the Mystic. Chowie! Come on! What? EXO picks it up. My goodness. One skill between these two attack damage guys. Oh! My god! The world just freaking exploded right there. What did he do? EXO! Oh my goodness. Chowie had so many mechanical outs there. Made up for it by outsmarting EXO, dodging the Mystic shot, popping the barrier at the right time, and almost taking him down. Good arcade shift got him away though. But then, why did he charge up those two pull over Peacemakers? One, they miss EXO. At this stage in the game with this many items, your auto attacks are 10 times better than any build over Peacemaker, regardless of who you hit it with it. Oh no, the Baron is going to go to Mineski here. Mineski is looking to be in the position to win these grand finals of the Southeast Asia Season 3 qualifiers. He'll pick up that Baron easily. SGS is in trouble.
Goodness, Silverstones are in a dire situation. I feel that if Chowie didn't use that build over Peacemaker both times, he would have been able to destroy EXO there. He had the positioning advantage, then he had Hallelujah over Sona, and Sona was going down there. They would have been able to take him out, but
oh man, the pulse on Chowie here, really taking their toll.
Mineski here doing a great job pressuring. Their late game time is starting to come in. It came a bit too early as well. It's not the time to cut the stun ram, so he still needs another 15 minutes. But no, HY was caught out.
The Sonic Wave. Oh! Push up barrage. They're gonna go for it. Now that HY has used up his ult, he can just push in.
Mineski, they're looking for blood here. They want this championship. The underdogs are trying to get it. Here comes the fight, Judy.
Hallelujah goes in. He's completely whipped it. That's it. He's gone down. EXO is alive. Tofu wants to kill him. He pops his oh yes. EXO will go down. Chowie is still alive, but he's going to be driven back by that Requiem. Darkness somehow miraculously alive as well, but that inhibitor is going to go down. Mineski is going to take the second inhibitor of the game. They're going to possibly pick up this bottom turret as well.
Silverstones needed to do this so much early on. Take down Yubi early, then go for EXO with Tofu, but they haven't been able to do this. And now it's way too late. Mineski are showing their dominance, absolutely wrecking the Silverstones, breaking up their flow throughout this winner's bracket. And it's a repeat from last year once again. They're in a dire situation, but they're hanging on to the last turn. They're trying whatever they can to stay in this game.
I would love to say that SGS can come back from this, but Mineski is looking so strong right now. It got that inhibitor wide open to them. They had a little bit of trouble dealing with the inhibitor turret, but this one at the middle lane right now is completely undefended. They're gonna pick that up with ease.
Here we go, Mineski Kaiju picking up that Dragon. Once again, grabbing his team a nice chunk of gold there. Good chunk of saves for him to be picking up. Wow, Silverstones, let's see what they can do.
Dragon gets picked up again here. Mineski just keeps growing it. If that was pot, they'd be really high right now. They'd have so much pot.
Chowie now has 6 items. Hasn't finished his defensive item yet, but in terms of damage, this is going to be one of the most he will ever be dealing, unless he changes that static shift for a Phantom Dancer. He really, his team is relying on him right now to do something, anything for the team to pull them back in this run. But right now, it really looks dire.
It's dire because Kaigu is just sticking to him with the Wither, and they can't peel Kaigu off. Neither can they get Snoy off. These 3 champions are just too tanky. Look at that, 2 deaths for each of these tanks. They don't die. Snoy and Kaigu just don't die.
There's a reason why Nasus has been brought back into popularity in almost every single scene. Tiger is showing why.
The winner on HYHY, they're gonna go for the poke. Oh my goodness, HYHY starting this fight off at about 3/4 of his health. The inhibitor will go down. And with that immense amount of pressure being put in the middle and the top lane, Mineski is going to grab this bottom turret free.
Mineski are playing this so smart. They're just taking objective after objective very slowly and securely. Not rushing it like a lot of the other teams. Singapore rushed a lot of objectives in the last game and paid for it quite brutally as well. Mineski taking this very slow. Tower by tower, inhibitor by inhibitor, and kill by kill.
They're going to grab this turret, and this is it. It's the last stand. Singapore Sentinels down to their last leg.
They need to fight
coming
here.
back from this.
They need to fight for this tower as soon as they can. They can't let the creeps push into their base. They can't let Mineski take this last tower.
It's not going to happen though. Mineski's got this in the bag. Look at just how fiercely they're pushing this when they're so close together. There's just no way that SGS can get in here. Oh, they caught Yume. They're going to try to pick up Yume, but the Zonias gets caught. Crescendo onto Chawi. Chawi going to get knocked back by the Dragon's Race. He's still in the same position. Yume will go down. No, he's going to go over before he goes down. HY comes down with a shockwave. Chawi's still doing some good damage. He's going to be able to take down Sly here. Sly going to get locked back into the fight. EXO gets away. And somehow SGS survives.
But right now, EXO is going to take down this tower. That's going to be another inhibitor. Oh, goodness. HY's in a die situation. He has to dodge everything here. He does. I don't know why EXO didn't position himself a bit better there. Guardian's going to lock down TG. Exhaust on the EXO. Chloe's coming in. They need to get this one. HY will pick it up. The tower will stay. They need to defend the Nexus now. Somehow they're pulling this one back.
But they're coming in. The minions are coming in. They're going to have to deal with this. EXO is just going to keep pushing. There's just too much pressure in the lanes here.
With all three inhibitor towers down, Singapore Sentinels need to force fights, not something they have the luxury of doing.
They got very, very fortunate that they were able to engage on Yume.
But HY, I feel he has not performed at all this tournament. He has not gotten a good shockwave up at all. And when I mean good, I don't mean hitting everybody in the team. I mean hitting some critical targets. Even if he just hits one of them. So far, he's hit TG more than anybody on Mineski.
That's true. Mineski hasn't been facing much of a threat from that Orianna pick. I have to say that HY hasn't. I hate to have the pun here, but he hasn't been on the ball with Orianna.
Hallelujah as well. I'm so surprised that he has not played Lee Sin at all this tournament. I thought he would have played Lee Sin so many times. His Jarvan jungler is fantastic, but he's just not doing well at all against any of the teams in this tournament. Kaigo on the hand, played Nasus, Lisa, and Karma. Every single champion's photo has been fantastic. Played very well against every team. And EXO, my goodness. Oh, I have newfound respect for Mineski and newfound respect for this attack damage carry player. Yume is all playing fantastic this entire tournament. Mineski showing why they are an incredibly strong team.
They're going to go for this engage. EXO is going to try to get in there. They get a little bit of temporary reprieve there, thanks to the grasping root from darkness. But the inevitable is coming. Mineski is coming. They're going to go for the Baron first.
Yes, need to force to fight a Baron. They need Baron on their side. And it's worked for them in the past. They need to go now. They needed to be there 5 minutes ago.
Just go, SGS. Just go for it. No, it's over. It's over. They're catching up on Yume. He's going to go in there. He's got the Defile. The Strangleforce comes in. They're going to try to take out TG of all people. EXO is still alive in the back lines there. Chawi is taking damage. That is going to be it. The Singapore Sentinels will go down. Mineski is going to the World Championships.
Chawi gets destroyed. Triple kill for EXO.
Mineski.
Crazy. The underdogs have managed to do this. They are pushing into the tower. HY has left the game. SGS notice it's over. They're pushing into the base. Mineski are gonna be the chamber representing Southeast Asia in the World Championship. The underdogs taken away from the favorites to go into this tournament. Wow, what a tournament, and what a finish to the tournament as well.
You can hear the crowd going nuts for Mineski right now. out of nowhere. Nobody expected Mineski to win this.
I've never even seen Mineski play before I had to research them because they were joining into this tournament. And they're not even the best team in the Philippines. Exile were able to defeat them and could only not come here because of passport issues.
Right, if not for the passport issues, Mineski wouldn't be here. So many Philippines players have flamed Mineski, saying that there's a second best team coming to represent them, but Mineski has outdone them. They've gone and defeated SGS. They're making it to the World Championships. Any Philippines player who put down Mineski should be ashamed right now.
Oh my goodness, they have proved all the haters wrong. They proved everybody wrong. They came in here as the underdogs and they performed phenomenally. And this entire tournament has been absolutely amazing. I would have to say the best games I've ever casted and the best games I've ever seen in my life.
It has been an amazing journey here. Mineski getting knocked out early on by the Singapore Sentinels. I honestly think in that game where they were knocked out, they could have won it. It was only by the thinnest of hairs that Chawi carried the team to victory. This time round, they tightened up their game, and Chawi didn't have the chance to carry the team again.
And their bans were so spot on, knocking out Tofu's comfort champion. And from that, we realized already Tofu is relying on that Rumble. I'm not sure why. Without Zac and without Rumble, there's nothing Tofu was able to comfortably play. He played Akali and was not able to do much for that.
Right.
Outclassed by a lot of top laners in this tournament, which was very unfortunate for the Singapore Sentinels.
So we are going to be heading over to the prize ceremony very soon. I think Mineski is going to be up on stage. We'll be heading over to the live stream, the Vietnamese live stream, to catch a look at that. We'll see you guys at the World Championships, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
Mineski!
Thanks everyone for watching. Mineski, World Champions of Southeast Asia.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
We hope you enjoyed it. That's going to be it. Oh!
Khi tôi thích người ta thì người ta lại không thích tôi. Không phải lỗi nơi tôi mà do họ có quá nhiều thằng theo đuổi. Vì một ngày số người tán tỉnh họ trên Facebook lên đến cả trăm. Nên tôi muốn được người ta reply nói chuyện phải chờ cả năm. Nói tình nhân thì họ có nhân tình, còn tôi ở nhà ôm máy tính. Khi trai cá họ đang làm tình thì tôi ở nhà đánh liên. Mình không phải là tôi không kiên định, không tìm người yêu cho riêng mình. Khổ nổi trước giờ tôi yêu phải ai thì chẳng bao giờ được yên. Mình muốn tìm một người dịu dàng
nhưng không thấy đâu,
muốn yêu nhầm người đàng hoàng
nhưng chẳng thấy nhau.
Thường gái đẹp thì nó chảnh,